Hello Wargamers, it's me Callum from Tabletop Banter, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to magnetize a Razorback turret. Okay, so here is the Razorback turret that I'm magnetizing, well I have magnetized even. And I just wanted to share with you how I did it, because to be honest with you, it was quite a pain. And I think it's kind of something that might be worth going over for those who are not familiar with it. So first thing you'll need is quite a few magnets, to be honest with you. It wasn't a small task. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these bits off and show you the core place to start with, and then we'll go through step by step. Alright, so you're going to find yourself starting with this piece here, which is sort of the base of the turret. This has been glued into the bottom part, and what it does is that sits in the little slot on the top of the back hatch, where you can have either a heavy bolter, a las cannon, twin-linked assault cannon, or what's the other one? Oh, the las plas. And you'll notice when you look, I'll try and get this lined up right on the thing here. You see how the one on the right hand side here is slightly higher? Well, it's actually supposed to be, so don't panic. That's just the way it sits naturally on the thing. And what I've done is I've just cut these. There were two prongs here, and I just cut them off and stuck magnets in their place. And we'll attach the heavy bolters first, and I'll show you where I've put magnets on each of these heavy bolters. So here's one of the heavy bolter components, and you can see what I've done is there is normally a hole there. I believe it is 3mm wide, and what I've done is I've filled it with a 3mm magnet, super glued it in, and on top you can see I have done two 2mm magnets. Now this one at the front, on this side here, is 2mm by, I think it's 1, and this is 2 by 1/2. Basically because it lines up nicer with the panel on top. So the first thing you do, I mean, obviously once you've drill the necessary holes, clip bits away, stick the magnets in, and you'll see that just sits there, attaches to that magnet over on that side, and you've got the full movement still, which is really handy. Now obviously you can expect a mirror on the same side with this piece. We've got a magnet just there, and we've got two on the top, which makes it very easy to just, in it goes. And they sort of don't line up properly here, but don't panic, because you can see there are 4 magnets on the top here, and they really help out when it comes to having it all line up properly. So you can see it's not quite square. Don't worry, I haven't actually finished these components yet. I'm still going to trim them all down and do the barrels and stuff, but this was just the magnetizing step I'm on at the moment. So I'm going to pop this over at the back here, and we're going to look at the roof part, if you like. So this is the bit that sits over the top of the Razorback weapon options, and it has the little sight there, you can see, and so on the inside, so this is the front. So I'm going to flip it over, so this little out-poking thing here points towards the front of the Razorback. And what you have, and you can just about see, are 2 lines, 2 little indents that line up with indents on the top of the weapon options, either the las cannons or the heavy bolters in this case. And what I've done is I've taken a 2mm drill bit and I've drilled into that part there. You can see there are 2 magnets there. I believe they are 1/2mm deep, and there are 2 magnets not drilled in, just stuck in the back, 1/2mm deep. And that's because there's actually a gap at the back where the heavy bolter thing is, so it doesn't magnetize properly unless these are. You see the front ones there are flat, but the back ones, they are raised up 1/2mm. And what this means I can do is, I just bring this into place, drop that on, and with a bit of jiggery pokery, making sure everything's in line properly, you can see there's the heavy bolter turret combination for the Razorback. And it's much the same process with the las cannons, and what I'll do is I'll pull that off and pull these out. And it's so much easier to work with when you're using magnets than the actual clips, because I was tempted to not magnetize these bits here, but I'm really glad I did. And again, same with the las cannons, they just snap into place like that, and we've got 4 on the top. This time you can see they're all indented, I believe. Yep, I drilled in all 4 of these ones because it's slightly raised above the so this whole component is raised up in relation to this top panel, which then sits on top, just like, oh, hang on a sec, just like that. And obviously, it's again, you just play around with the magnets until you're happy with how it's lined up. and you've got a fully functioning sort of rotating sort of height difference. So you can go, oh, I want my Razorback, you know, shooting up a little bit. So you just go, and you know, bit of lining up and magnets and stuff, and there you go. So that was just sort of a quick, I suppose, tutorial in some senses, sort of showing you how to magnetize the turret for a Razorback. Obviously, because I've kept it open, I can do a las-plas. I could do well, the autocannon is an upgrade sprue from Forge World, but you know, I mean, it's given me the options to go heavy bolter and las cannon. And if you could do las-plas, I mean, this is for a Deathwatch Rhino, Razorback, sorry. So there's no las-plas option for them, but if you could, then you could also magnetize that in this way as well. So it's really simple. It just needs 4 3mm by 1/2 mm magnets, and then you need a combination of 2mm magnets of varying thicknesses so between 1/2 and 1 mil. I think I used, in the end, it was 2 of the 1 mil deep and 6 of the 10 of the just 2 mil deep. Sorry, of the 1/2 mil deep, or something like that. It was a pretty simple combination. But those are the placements. That's how it all snaps together nicely. So I hope you found this you know, helpful and useful if you're interested in magnetizing your Razorback turrets. I know it's a bit of a pain in the proverbial, and it's put a lot of people I know off of magnetizing their options for the Razorback. So I just wanted to show you that it can be done. It takes a little bit of time, but it's definitely worth it. So that's everything from this video. Thank you ever so much for watching. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave those comments below. Let me know if this was of any use, and if you would like me to do further tutorials in the future. But for now, it's been me, Karen, from Tabletop Banter. Don't forget, have fun.